Hi, good morning, everybody. It is Thursday, December 12th. Meech the Money Honey here. Looks like we just had a release of a bunch of economic data that came in higher than expected. So continuing jobless claims came in, a good tick up than the forecast. Same with producer price index, or the core producer price index came up 3.3 and a 3.4% higher than the forecast of 3.2%. Jobless claims up as well. So this is having an effect on the market. The NASDAQ, the S&P, and the Dow are all dropping. Let's go to the smaller time frame so we can see what's going on here. We did hit a high in the NASDAQ yesterday. So this is actually not, you know, completely unexpected, but the market's not having a favorable reaction to this economic data. We're getting a little bit of a sell-off, but we could, I don't know, we'll see. We've got a lower take profit than the support level of 21,673. So we'll see if that holds. I mean, this candle right here is wicking. So, maybe we've got enough support here to make a little bit of a turnaround on the day. But, typically when we start off pre-market in the red, it continues. So I would not be surprised to see us break through this level. And if you can see these blocks, we've got some orders stacked here. But if we break through this support level here, don't be surprised if we continue all the way back down to where we started. So look like that candle's getting we're don't catch the falling knife, I guess is my advice here. So that's where we're starting today. So I'm sure that's going to have an effect on a lot of our overall stocks. But I mean, just out of curiosity, let's take a look at Google. Yeah, a little bit down on the day. We've had quite a run with Google here the past couple of days since that quantum chip news came out. Let's take a look at what Amazon's doing. We're a little bit down on the market a little bit here. So Apple about even. Let's look at AMD. This one looks like we're gonna have a good run for the money today. It's pretty decent sized candle, but we've got a wick, so hopefully we stop around this pivot level of 128.79. Um, I'm gonna look at Coinbase. Coinbase actually had some favorable news. Some analysts put out yesterday. They're expecting that Coinbase is going to take over um, the market cap greater than Charles Schwab, just based on the cryptocurrency market outlook alone. If you look on this chart, we're showing a second take profit of 330, and we're up on the day. So let's see if that translates over into our crypto market. I want to take a look at Bitcoin because when I took a look at it earlier, we were up. So we may be bouncing around a little bit in a range. If you look, let's just put a trend line here. We do have a little bit of some sideways action going on. We did get back to 102, which is pretty awesome. But yeah, so we're kind of in a range here. So I would not be surprised just based on the overall market fundamentals of the day that if we're mixed, we're bouncing around. Um, and you can look at some of the altcoins. We're overall we're up on the crypto market. But if you look at, we're kind of mixed here on the stock market. So what I'm seeing is, I don't know, let's take a look at Adobe because Adobe had quite a sell-off yesterday after their They beat estimates, but their guidance was weak. So we had this crazy sell-off yesterday, and it looks like, unfortunately, that is continuing down. Oh my God, that's insane. Down already almost 11% pre-market. The only thing I can tell you, if you are in the stock and you didn't get out before news, um, we may have some retracement on this downward move. Um, but let's see, let's take a look at the trend overall. Yes, I mean, look, we've got a head and shoulders here. So there's your first shoulder, there's your head, and then there's your second shoulder. So I don't know. Just looking at this from a wider angle, let's take a trend line and put it on here. Hopefully 439 is going to be your bottom number, but then your next area of support somewhere down here around 328. So if you're going to hang on to it, I would say watch this level right here, 430. That could be the bottom, but I don't know. Shoulder, head, shoulder, and generally what I see happen is we come, all the way back down to where we started. So just keep that in mind if you're going to try and diamond hands this thing through this ride. We still are over, and I'm looking at the daily chart here. We still are over the 200-day moving average, and we still are over the VWAP. So here's our price up here. Where are we? 491 pre-market? No, we're not. Sorry. I take that back. We're down here. So that's not looking the best. So you may want to consider, if you're in it, if you're not wanting to hold it for the long term, you may want to consider, cutting that loss, cutting your profits, take your profits now, because we may be in for a bumpy ride down. All right. Let's see. This is a cool stock that I've kind of been watching. It was, I held it for a couple of days, but this is Rigetti Computing, and they are in the quantum computing space, and they've teamed up with larger companies, and they're part of this quantum computing and AI play. Um, Fairly small, larger cap, but I mean, you can see they've had some news in the past couple of days. And I had been researching it and got in around 4, and then we've jumped up as high as almost $8 a share. So this is one to keep your eye on. We're going through a little bit of a pullback right now, because we had such a strong move on this stock. But I'm considering, when this thing kind of settles out the dust again, getting back in. So I would be looking to take another long once we touch this 200 period moving average. Anyway, just something to add to your watch list. All right, everybody, I am going to go ahead and cut it there. Be careful out there today. You may see some volatility with all this economic news. But happy trading, and we will see you back to round up the week tomorrow. Take care.